Hey guys, I hope everything is well. As you can see from the title, this will be a very specific video on how to deal, treat and avoid new sickness that was introduced in the new DayZ 1.13 patch. As a server owner myself, I noticed a lot of people getting confused by this, saying that it's glitched, bugged or simply broken. Since this video falls under guides category, I will keep it straight to the point and I will try to make it as easy as possible for you guys to understand, as well as keep it as short as possible. So I will focus on explaining on how to cure it and how to avoid it. Alright, let's go. First things first, how to avoid it. These patch notes were simply saying that you just need to disinfect your rags or bandages by using one of the three items, which are iodine, alcohol tincture, or disinfectant spray. This sounds pretty easy, but I'm sure many of you just went like, wait a minute, I did all of that and I still got sick, what the heck? Yes, I did that myself too and got sick and died eventually. I think the first information on this was a bit misleading, which led to many players being pissed and annoyed. To avoid this, simply use one of the three antiseptics in the game to disinfect your wounds first. When you get cut, take one of these items in your hands and you will get option to disinfect. You simply need to do that before you apply clean rags or bandages. You can also use it on yourself after you bandage your wounds to remove the chance of getting sick. The thing is, any type of cut can get you infected if you don't clean it. Cuts from ruined gloves, cuts from ruined shoes, or zombie cuts. All of these have different percentages of infection. Obviously, zombie cut has the biggest chance of infecting you. So main thing is to always make sure you use antiseptic on yourself and not only on your bandages. You can disinfect your wound first or after you use your bandages. This should work 100% of the time and prevent you completely from catching this infection and getting sick. I do not know if this is the way they intended for it to work when they released this patch, or is there a bug that makes it work like this? When you think about it, this makes sense that you need to clean and disinfect wound, right? Putting clean bandage on a dirty wound don't make much sense. As far as I know, DayZ are not working on any of the hotfixes for 1.13 patch at the moment, which makes me think that this was the way they intended for this to work, and this is here to stay the way it is. I'm sure many modded community servers will disable this feature, but I think this is here to stay. When you get a cut, you have 5 minutes to clean it and patch it up before it heals itself up. Letting itself heal will almost certainly give you infection every single time. Alright, so let's say you had to bandage from zombie cut without having iodine, but you had clean bandages that you found in hospital or whatever, and you still got infected. Now you're sick, losing health, your stamina regen is cut in half and you're struggling to survive. So there are two different stages of this sickness. Stage 1, you will get sickness indicator on your bottom right corner and you will hear your character making weird sounds as well as your screen going blur from time to time. And like I mentioned previously, your stamina regeneration will be cut by 50%, meaning you basically can't run as much, which is really bad, so you must cure it as soon as you get it. Stage 1 of the infection will last about 20 minutes, so you have quite a bit of time to treat this before it gets to stage 2, and this is how you do it. You can recognize stage 2 by your character sounds. They are louder than stage 1 and blur vision is more intense and occurs more often. Your hands will also start shaking when you are trying to aim down sight, similar to when it happens with Kuru disease. You are also losing much more hydration when in stage 2, so yeah, you're basically done at that point. Loss of health in stage 2 will result in you dying in about 30 to 40 minutes if you don't treat it. So it all sounds bad and you know you're about to get whacked and end up on the coast, but wait a minute, I have some good news for you too. You can actually treat both stage 1 and stage 2 of this new infection. You can cure yourself from this infection by using tetracycline. Take one pill about every 5 minutes and make sure you have your food and hydration indicators maxed out while you're doing it, otherwise it may not work. Stage 1 can be cured very fast by using one of the three antiseptics I mentioned before in the game. These antiseptics will not work with stage 2, however. Only tetracycline can help you at that point, and if that doesn't help you, then you're destined to die from it. Few other things about this infection are, even if you disinfect a wound but don't bandage it, you can still get infected. This infection cannot be transmitted from player to player. You can use damaged or badly damaged bandages too, as long as they are disinfected. Any other meds, even vitamins, won't help you with this. It must be tetracycline and only that. So once again, Make sure you always disinfect your bandages and rags or sewing kit. Never let your wounds heal up by themselves, and always make sure to use one of the 3 antiseptics on yourself to make sure you clean your wounds. When you get sick from this infection, act quick because you only have about 20 minutes to treat it. Stage 2 is much harder to treat and you will most likely end up dying from it. This should be all you need to know about this new infection, how to prevent it, and how to treat it when you get it. Many players are confused on what is it and how to avoid it, or how to get rid of it and how to survive it. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you can manage to keep your character healthy. Let me know in the comments what you think about this video and what you think about this new sickness that was introduced in DayZ. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Please like the video if you did and subscribe to my channel if that's not too much to ask. I appreciate all of your support. I wish you all the best, and I hope to see you all on the next one.